on whether or not to vaccinate your children. Fox 9's Leah Bino starts us off tonight. Leah, some attorneys say that decision could leave parents and even schools vulnerable to lawsuits.
Yes, Randy, as you know, opinions on this subject are very divided, and that includes legal opinions. And as some states, including Minnesota, consider changes to vaccine laws, the interpretations are changing even more quickly.
Sometimes the law shocks you some ways, you know.
For attorney Joe Tamburino, this is one of those times, open about vaccinating his own kids and believing others should too. He's shocked to learn how easy it is not to for any parent who signs a conscientious exemption form like this one. Since the measles outbreak first hit Disneyland and now a daycare near Chicago, Tamburino believes parents of unvaccinated kids or their school district could be vulnerable to lawsuits.
I mean, think of it this way. Right now, in a lot of schools, if you have a child who has a peanut allergy, the school will say, look, in this classroom, it's going to be peanut free because we have Billy who can't be around peanuts. Well, say the school is on notice that Billy has an immunodeficiency problem. And the school allows in that same classroom other children who voluntarily in their family decide not to vaccinate them. That could cause a liability problem.
Minnesota law already allows people to sue if someone knowingly spreads a communicable disease, a sexually transmitted disease, for example. Tamburino believes is no different than not getting vaccinated.
If there's any potential for a lawsuit, we probably would have seen it by now. And this, in effect, is going to reduce the chances of those lawsuits.
Senator John Marty is one of the authors of a Minnesota bill aimed to require a signature from a health care provider before parents can opt out.
Parents do have the veto power over that, but they can't just do it because, I don't think I will. They have to know what they're doing before they would make that decision.
Time will tell whose prediction plays out and if potential lawsuits become reality.
Whether or not lawsuits would be successful in this area, we don't know, but it could at least start the process, which could be a problem for school districts, private schools, daycare centers.
The attorney's concerns, I mean, it's understandable because nobody thought of this happening. It's only now with the measles issue and everything else, people are paying attention.
We checked and couldn't find any examples of a lawsuit like this happening in Minnesota or anywhere else across the country, but discussion among several attorneys nationwide is growing stronger. Randy, live in the newsroom, Leah Bino, Fox 9 News.
All right, Leah, thank you. Federal prosecutors say 4 young Minnesota men tried to get to Syria to fight for al-Shabaab, but their journey began with a bus ride to JFK Airport in New York.